A warm welcome to Disky Talk with Luyolo. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I do ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you've been a part of this journey, I hope you thoroughly enjoy this episode. So, on today's episode, we discuss all things Africa Cup of Nations Cameroon 2021. So, on today's episode, it's all things AFCON, as I will have a look at the groups, have a look at the key players, and then the mouth-watering group fixtures. Let's kick it all off then, guys. Very excited for this year's AFCON and seeing who goes on then to lift the Africa Cup of Nations. So in Group A then, we have Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, and Cape Verde. This is then a very interesting group because when you have a look at Cameroon, Burkina Faso, these are two very strong teams. And then you've got Ethiopia there as well, who I think they can be a bit of a dark horse, especially considering how they've performed over the past couple of months. When you have a look at their qualifying campaign with regards to how they qualified for the AFCON, and also then how they did in the World Cup qualifiers. Yes, from a points perspective, they didn't get enough points, and at times they struggled, but at times they played very good football, you know. And when you have a look at Ethiopia, then I think they're a bit of an unpredictable side, you know. They play good football, and normally then between the two boxes, they play lovely football. They know how to build up from the back. They work it and progress it into consolidation phase. They're always then looking to play in between their lines, and you know, there's so many quality players they have, you know, and the three that come to mind, you've got Shemeles Bekele, you've got Tamene, and then you've got Nazir as well. You know, this is a quality footballer who can score so many goals and create so many chances. So Ethiopia for me then is sort of a dark horse in this group. But when you have a look at it then, the host, Cameroon, I think coming up into this AFCON, yes, they haven't had the best of times with regards to how they've been playing in the past couple of years, but they're a strong side, and they'll also have the home ground advantage. So I think that they do stand a good chance to progress and make it to the latter stages. And then there's Burkina Faso as well. The mouth-watering encounter here is then Cameroon versus Burkina Faso, which will then get the tournament kick-started. So very interesting then to see who will come out of that one, because I think both teams are very strong, but I do think that Cameroon, because of home ground advantage, could just edge that one. So in this group then, I think the top two, which will qualify to the round of 16 in this group, I think it will be Cameroon and Burkina Faso. But because then the format is 24 teams, and the round of 16 obviously requires 16 teams. The top two will qualify, which then gives us 12 teams. And then there's 4 spots left, which will go then to the third place best finishers. And when you have a look at this group, which is Group A, I think Ethiopia will finish as one of the 4 best place finishers. So I do think that Ethiopia will go to the round of 16 because, like I mentioned, I feel that if Ethiopia carry on how they have been doing and how they have been approaching football games, I think they just might have enough, you know, and I do see them winning at least one against Cape Verde, and then potentially drawing against a Burkina Faso, getting 4 points, and which just might be enough to see them as one of the best third-placed finishers, you know. So I do foresee them going to the round of 16, and I did mention that they could be a bit of a dark horse, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them actually even finishing second within this group. Moving on then right along, in Group B, we've got Senegal, we've got Zimbabwe, we've got Guinea, and then we've got Malawi. So in this group then, Senegal, the team then which is the strongest. They did the last time out in the AFCON, they made it to the final, however couldn't win. And I think when you have a look at the Senegalese squad, and you have a look at the work that Aliou Cisse has done over the years with this Senegal side, has been really, really phenomenal. And when you have a look at the side, you know, it's a star-studded side, you know, from defense to midfield and up front as well. You know, the players that come to mind, you know, you got Koulibaly at the back, who's so strong, who's who's also a leader in his own right as well, and a player then from a defensive perspective ticks numerous boxes. At some point, I think he was one of the best defenders within Europe, one of the best centre backs, and then you move it on right along. When you have a look at it, then you have Idrisa Ganake. He plies his trade for PSG. This is then a quality defensive midfielder. And then when you have a look at it, then you've got Sadio Mane, their talisman, their star man. When you have a look at that spine for this Senegalese side, it is then quite a strong spine and also experienced spine, which plays at the highest level in Europe. So this Senegal side then is obviously the strongest in this group, and I expect them to do the clean sweep and get 9 points from this group. But then you've got Zimbabwe, you've got Guinea, and you've got Malawi. When you have a look at these three teams, then, I'd say from these three, Guinea is the one that is a bit stronger than Malawi and Zimbabwe. But anything can happen in tournament football. We know this, So when you have a look at these three sides, I think that's where it's going to be tough, And I don't think the number 2 spot is going to be as obvious and as easy as everyone predicts. But if I am to pick number 2, I will go with Guinea. And I think in Group B, this is also another group where we will have another team, a third team, qualify to the round of 16. Remains to be seen, though, which team it will be between Zimbabwe and Malawi. Very interesting, but I do think that Malawi could just edge Zimbabwe and finish third and accumulate enough points then to qualify to the round of 16. Moving on then right along Group C. So in Group C, we've got Morocco, we've got Ghana, we've got Comoros, and then we've got Gabon. So obviously the two teams that stick out like a sore thumb there, you've got Morocco and you've got Ghana, which is a mouth-watering fixture, which is then one of the first fixtures then within this group that opens up the group. So a great fixture when you've got Morocco, you've got Ghana, you've got two African footballing giants going head-to-head, and very interesting then. And not just going head-to-head in that opening encounter, but going head-to-head for number 1 within the group. And I do think that the quality then that Vahid has within his Moroccan side, I think that they will then be able to edge this Ghanaian side, especially considering how Ghana has been struggling, as of late. They haven't been really convincing and they haven't really inspired that confidence with regards to how they've qualified, for the next round in the recent World Cup qualifiers. They did struggle a bit in that group. And so very interesting then. But when you have a look at Ghana, a player to watch out for, I think Sulamana is a player that a lot of people should be looking out for. This is a young player. He's 19 years old and he plays for Rennes in France. So very explosive, very tricky. That is a player to watch out for in this group from a qualitative perspective, a young player. And then you've got Gabon and you've got Comoros as well, So in this group, I foresee Ghana and Morocco, finishing first and second. So I think Morocco will finish first on 9 points. Ghana will finish second on 6 points. And then I think Gabon will get 3 points. And then Comoros will get 0 points. I just don't foresee them actually getting any points, but it will be difficult, teams still do have to show up against them. I just think though that Ghana and Morocco have so much quality and more experience than Comoros and Gabon within this group, and I don't foresee a third team qualifying to the round of 16 within this group. Moving on then, right along, you've got Group D. In Group D, we've got Nigeria, we've got Egypt, we've got Sudan, and then we've got Guinea-Bissau. So the two teams then that stick out here, you've got Nigeria and you've got Ghana. You've got Nigeria and you've got Egypt, sorry. So two other big African footballing giants going head-to-head. That is the standout fixture, Nigeria versus Egypt. Very interesting then to see who will come out on top there, and I think the team that wins that game will win the group. And but I just think that with regards to how Egypt have been doing, we do know that they've recently appointed Carlos Queiroz as he does look then to lead this Egyptian side. side to glory within AFCON. You know, as it has been a couple of years, you know, since Egypt last won the AFCON. So they'll be looking to right the wrongs and put it right, especially considering how star-studded that Egyptian side is, as they also do have then 6 players from Al Ahly within that side. So they've got so many quality players within that Egyptian side. And also then when you look at their talisman, Mohamed Salah, who I think currently in the world is the best footballer of form this current season. He's done very well for Liverpool. Can he then replicate that form for this Egyptian side and inspire this Egyptian side to a win at the AFCON? And then you've got Sudan, you've got Guinea-Bissau. This then is also another group where I foresee a third team actually being able to qualify then for the round of 16, which I think then will be Guinea-Bissau. In this group, I think Egypt finished first on 9 points, Nigeria 6. Nigeria, I think, will finish second, but I do foresee Guinea-Bissau actually finishing on 4 points, you know. So with Nigeria and Guinea-Bissau, I think they'll finish on 4 points respectively, but I think Nigeria just might have a better goal difference, and Guinea-Bissau then could qualify for the round of 16. So that is my prediction. You know, do let me know, what do you guys make of the groups that I've mentioned so far? So from Group A to Group B to Group C to Group D, which teams do you see qualifying to the next round? And what do you guys make then of the 24 team structure and format? And especially considering then that you get 12 and then you have to have 4 third best place finishes. Yeah, so in Group D, I think Egypt finished first, Nigeria second, Guinea-Bissau third, and Sudan fourth. But I do foresee Guinea-Bissau qualifying to the round of 16. Moving on then right along, we've got Group E. So in Group E, we've got Algeria, the previous winners. We've got Sierra Leone, we've got Equatorial Guinea, and then we got Cote d'Ivoire. So within this group then, Algeria, I think, are the favorites within this group, and I think they are the favorites within the tournament itself as well, especially considering how well Jamal Belmadi has been doing with his side, the experience that Algeria has, the quality that they have, and also when you look at the fact that Jamal Belmadi, as the coach, has been able to retain a core group that did play in the final in the 2019 AFCON, where they lifted it. They have quite a few players from then who are still in the squad still to date that will be contesting at the AFCON, and they've also recently won the Arab Cup as well. So this Algerian squad has been doing very well in recent years, and they're also on form. And when you have a look at it then, they also do have the best attack from a goals perspective. They've been scoring so many goals in the qualifiers as well. And then you've got Sierra Leone, you've got Equatorial Guinea, and then you've got Cote d'Ivoire. So with Cote d'Ivoire then, this is very interesting then, because they do have Wilfried Zaha. They also have Sebastian Haller, who has been doing exceptionally well, especially then for Ajax, and whenever then he has put on the Ivory Coast jersey. So very interesting to see then how Ivory Coast go about business within this group and how they look to impose themselves. The standout fixture here then is Algeria versus Cote d'Ivoire, but this yet another group where I think we will get another team, which will, a third team, which then will qualify to the round of 16, which I think then will be Equatorial Guinea. So I foresee Algeria finishing first on 9 points, and then Cote d'Ivoire, and then Equatorial Guinea as a third place finisher, which then qualifies to the round of 16. And then when we have a look at the final group, which is Group F, you got Tunisia, you got Mali, you've got Mauritania, and then you got Gambia. So in this group then, this is a group then where I think Tunisia stand a very good chance of doing the clean sweep and getting the 9 points. But I wouldn't write off Mali, because Mali also have a very strong squad. And this is a team then that on their day do play very good, very fast-paced football, and they can be very aggressive as well. So within Group F then, I do think that Tunisia will finish first, and then Mali will finish second. So those are the groups then, and just to run through it again, Group A, I think that Cameroon, Burkina Faso qualify as number 1 and 2. I think that Ethiopia will be the third third place, and they will qualify to round of 16. So in Group B, we've got Senegal, Zimbabwe, Guinea, and Malawi. In Group B, I foresee Senegal and Guinea qualifying, and I do foresee a third place finisher there as well, which would be the second one. In Group C, we've got Morocco, we've got Ghana, we've got Comoros, and we've got Gabon. Group C, I think Morocco finished second, and Morocco finished first, and then Ghana finished second. Group D, we've got Nigeria, we've got Egypt, we've got Sudan, and we've got Guinea-Bissau. In Group D, I foresee Egypt finishing first, Nigeria finishing second, and from that group, we will get our third best place finisher, which I think then will be Guinea-Bissau. And then in Group E, I think Algeria finished first, Cote d'Ivoire finished second, Equatorial Guinea finished third, which then will be the fourth team then, which will be the third best place finisher. So that's how I foresee it. Then you got Group F, where we have Tunisia, and we've got Mali, who will finish as 1 and 2. So at home, do let me know, what do you make of this episode, which then has covered all the groups within the AFCON, and which are some of the players that you're looking forward to, which are some of the key players, which are some of the teams then do you think that will do well and advance to the round of 16, and which are some of the teams then do you think that won't qualify to the round of 16. So this is then the AFCON. It is underway, ladies and gentlemen, in the next couple of days, and I'm looking forward to AFCON in Cameroon and seeing then who comes out on top. So I will then be covering AFCON tournament extensively, and I will try bring as many games as possible to you with regards to the post-match analysis and the pre-match analysis as well. So thank you very much for tuning in to yet another special episode of Diski Talk with Luyolo. It is AFCON time. Signing out.